Sunday morning at 11:30.
These advanced education schools. Молодежь офигеет в году члена курс. В 1940-м был призван в армию и сказался на фронте. И мой отец участвовал в Первой мировой войне в Москве, и можно сказать, в 1942 году поэтому он окончил курсы младших лейтенантов и с самого начала. Лейтенант Ганской служил уже второй части, был командиром взвода, служил такой.
You received your sample sites you will see when you visit St. Townsville.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
He is the only airline in the world that flies direct to Townsville twice a week. Sassy, cool, sassy, cool,
grande, sí, sí. Los Power Rangers.
Los comandos siderales de Precar. Lanza discos y cascos siderales. Lanza y recoge el disco. Para pasar.
Dice.
See page 11 in tomorrow's papers.
I'm home.
Bad news at the dentist. Our teeth aren't getting cleaner. So Mum got us the Reach toothbrush.
A toothbrush makes a difference?
American studies show Reach cleans 51% better than other leading brushes. Reach is able to reach every tooth, and only Reach has reaching bristles to get between teeth and along gums. It cleans 51% better, and it's recognized by the American Dental Association.
Hope you got me Reach. Reach from Johnson & Johnson cleans 51% better. New Timotei shampoo. So mild, you can wash your hair as often as you wish. Containing 7 natural herb extracts from Northern Europe. Timotei shampoo and conditioner will always leave your hair soft and shiny, with a fresh smell of spring meadows. Timotei. So mild, you can wash your hair as often as you wish.
Mira.
Foco presenta su insecticida Foco doble uso para hogar y plantas. Que mata moscas, mosquitos y también los insectos de las plantas.
Vale.
Foco doble uso, un insecticida que mata moscos. Por la vía rápida.
At 7:30, catch the exciting movie special Hercules in the Underworld. Following that, Pierce Brosnan guest stars in Muppets Tonight. Stay with 5 tonight.
Raymond Whale. 7 p.m.
You're my best little girl, you're my gem and my pearl, and I only want the best for you. And the future's so bright as you grow day by day. You're my best little girl in the world.
Tomorrow, look who's in town with some not-so-friendly creatures.
Master wants children dead.
There's a monster in my closet.
It's monsters. Nobody's gonna do a thing about it but us. We're the Monster Squad.
Ask the Monster Squad, your Monday primetime movie, tomorrow on 5.
The Perspective from Taiwan, next on 97 Impact. Colonial Hong Kong has always been the most important go-between for China and Taiwan in their business dealings. So what does it mean for Taiwan when Hong Kong returns to China? Will Hong Kong continue to serve as a gateway to the mainland? What alternatives does Taiwan have? A Perspective from the Taiwanese on 97 Impact, tomorrow 10 p.m. This series is brought to you by Compact and Cycle and Carriage.
Tonight, don't miss Hercules, a movie.
We gotta get out of here!
From deep within, an evil force lurks, threatening the village, taking over the people.
What is it? What's wrong?
These beautiful virgins can persuade a man to attempt it. No, not with this.
There it is. It's even worse than when I left it.
God will never stop!
The action, the excitement, the thrills. Join Hercules in the Underworld tonight on 5.
Qu'est-ce que c'est dit? Qu'est-ce que c'est dit? It's so delicious. It's so delicious. Qu'est-ce que c'est dit? Qu'est-ce que c'est dit? It's so delightful. Qu'est-ce que c'est dit? It's divine. Delicious. Delightful. It's so delicious.
Or you could turn up the heat and turn down the steam and blow up the beaker.
Turning up the heat. The world's #1 textbook publisher, Simon & Schuster's CEO, Jonathan Newcomb, wants you to learn the MTV way.
You can capture that same compelling approach and channel it into teaching English and to teaching other subjects.
I imagine there are a lot of parents sitting at home right now, slightly worried.
In Conversation is brought to you by Cisco.
Our moms have been giving us Promio since we were 6 months old, and we both love drinking it. That's because Promio has unique quality protein and beta-carotene to help us grow up healthy and strong. And Promio tastes great.
The Great Promil redemption is now on. Collect these stickers from every Promil 1 kilogram tin and exchange for these fantastic gifts. Start collecting today.
Property giant DBS Land has been making the news. Last week, the company listed their Australian arm, Australand. Now they're betting almost $500 million on the healthcare industry. A look at DBS Land and their investment strategy. Franchises, hot money spinners. Local names are going the same way too. Is franchising the right way to expand your business? Watch Money Mind tonight, 10 p.m.
Money Mind is brought to you by the legend from Honda.
On Tuesday, Chick prepares for a big speech.
Hey, Dad, what you need is Zen and the art of public speaking.
Step number 3. Take a deep breath. Now, bring your little finger up towards your right nostril.
Tuesday at 8 on Channel 5. Under One Roof is brought to you by the Singtel Group.
Cái gì bị cốt Zet ở đây sao?
May jalan sesama.
He's Bill Barney, president of MCI WorldCom Asia Pacific, who joins us from our Hong Kong studios. Bill, good to see you. Now, it's of course been just a year since you got into the Singapore market. How do you think it's developed, though, in the last 12 months? Have developments met your expectations?
I think we've been very happy with the developments so far. I think we've felt that the government has been very, very supportive, and we've been able to move ahead with our plans very rapidly in the marketplace.
Well, what's next then for you going forward?
Well, I think the key for us is to continue to get the support of the government in terms of helping us to continue liberalization, allowing the market to continue opening up with things like interconnection, focusing some energy on how we can actually have more access to things like cable stations, etc., to move ahead even quicker in terms of growing in the market.
Well, the cost of broadband services haven't really fallen significantly, even though liberalization was supposed to make that happen. What's your outlook here?
Well, I think the challenge has been that there's been a lack of undersea cable coming into Singapore, and I think you're going to see some new cable systems coming in the 12 months, which should allow lower costs in the broadband market as those cables actually go live in Singapore. I think also the infrastructure was started to be built in May of last year, and I think it's now just starting to be rolled out to the business customers and the consumers across Singapore. So I would anticipate over the next 12 months that you'll start to see some significant reductions in prices for broadband access in Singapore.
Well, what about your own rollout plans in Singapore, though? Would you give us an update on that? I mean, you have a metropolitan fiber network connecting the main business, research and shopping districts in Singapore. How's that progressing?
I think we're really we're right on target on schedule. We'll be launching in the next 3 to 4 months our data center in Singapore. We've started to build our metropolitan network. I think we're making progress in that area, and we're right on schedule with our phase 1 of our project going forward. We're looking to expand that next year and expand our metropolitan network into a number of other key parts of the city, as well as look at how we can expand our network out towards the cable stations to allow us to deploy the network not only within Singapore but all the way out into the rest of the Asia Pacific.
Well, what about work on the APCN2, though, the high-speed undersea optic communications network in the region?
I think that cable is actually going to offer some new opportunities. It'll bring significant increase in the amount of capacity into Singapore, and I think that will actually have a very, very strong and effect in terms of not only lowering costs, but also in terms of driving much more higher usage of cable and internet going forward in Singapore.
Christian Yosores.
Ako si Marlene Padiernos.
At sa detalye ng headline ngayon, weekend.
Mga kaserbisyo, iniimbestigahan na rin ng mga otoridad sa Kuwait ang kapatid ng sinasabing sospek sa pamaslang sa OFW na 2 buwan nang nawawala. Ayon sa Department of Migrant Workers, sa panayam ng programang Anong Ganap, sinabi ni DMW Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak na ito'y matapos mapaulat na itinago umano ng kapatid ng salarin ang bangkay ng biktima. Ayon kay Kakdak, inaasahang
But first, the hijacked Medina airport has ended at the cost of 3 lives. Saudi forces stormed the hijacked Russian plane several hours ago, freeing all hostages on board the Nukovo Airlines.
The multi-agency task force will help to co-pay the cost of developing new recycled products.
All first-generation market or hawker stall holders, if they decide not to continue their business after their centre is rebuilt. But for hawker centres that are to be upgraded, the cash grant will only be offered to stall holders above 62 years old. Owners of cooked food stalls will get 19,000.
Ang teleradyo serbisyo, social media, I1 TFC at Digital Free TV. Ako po si Christian.
Faleminderit dhe ju të dashur miq që qëndruat në shoqërinë tonë. Ne ndahemi këtu me programin drejt për drejt për të kthyer përsëri të hënën.